thought I'd have a go at doing this one like a proper video and editing it, because what I've got to say is it's quite important, challenging, and it's going to upset a few people, and so I'm straight in with that. Okay, so this video is about what I think of freeloaders and an investment update. Now then, freeloaders. Let's use the word. Let's not be frightened of using the word. Let's use the word freeloaders. What is a freeloader? A freeloader is somebody that either can't pay any money or won't pay any money. Now then, people that can't pay any money, there's nothing wrong with being a freeloader. I've been a freeloader. I've been, you could say in my time, I've been the worst kind of freeloader. And I've even educated people, a lot of you, on how to make money for nothing. How you can make money for absolutely nothing. If you like a good freeloader. A good freeloader is someone that can get hold of stuff for nothing without paying any money. Like I say, there's two reasons for that. One, because you can't. Two, because you refuse. Excuse me. Now, I've always been the type of person that I don't care what money I pay out as long as I make more than what I'm paying out. So when somebody, for example, gives us $1.99 a month on YouTube, they're giving a little something back, they're paying, and they're getting goods. And when you get goods, you sell those goods and you make money. So if you've had hundreds of pounds worth of goods and you're still at that point where you're not paying a single penny, then that starts to become less of a can't and more of a won't, in my opinion. I want to make it clear here and now, I have no problem with freeloaders. I know that we've got people that, if you like, freeload because they can't afford, because their life is such that they literally cannot afford to spend any money. And I don't hold anything against those people. It's a very important thing. I've banged on about it like an old record, right? Like an old scratch knackered record. I've banged on about it. I started 8 years ago with one single penny. 1 penny. That's it. 1 penny. I put my hand in my pocket. I was 50 years old. I was quite literally at a point in my life where I was thinking of ending it all and doing a Reggie Perry. Just that I don't like cold water when it was freezing. And I had a little bit more sense about me and snapped out of that pretty quickly, but the thoughts were there. That is how bad it was for me. I was that skin. To a point where if I could get hold of something for nothing, I went and got it. And I sold that something I got for nothing and made some money out of it. To a point where I got off my lazy arse and I walked to the beach with a suitcase on wheels, and I would put the suitcase on the path and go on the beach and hand pick seashells off the beach and fill up that suitcase with the permission of the beach control. I hasten to add, before anybody wants to start causing trouble over that. So I had full permission to do that. It's free, it costs nothing. It's there, sitting there, doing nothing. So I helped myself, it's free, and I then listed it and I sold it on eBay and I made a little bit of money. I listed that penny and I sold it on eBay and I made £2. Then I emptied my change jar and I listed those coins individually in a multi-variation listing, pennies, 2p's, 5p's, 10p's, whatever ones I had. And I started selling them. And those of you that are absolutely skin and you say you've got no money and you can't afford this and you can't afford that, all you have to do to get off your ass is literally empty your change jar. Sort out all your coins, pennies, 2p's, 5p's, 10p's, 20p's, 50p's, sort them all out, put them all into their dates, separate the good condition from the bad condition, put the good condition ones in a multi-variation listing, 1971, 62 available, 1972, none available, because when you find one of those, it's worth 15, 20 quid. 1973, so many available, 16 available, whatever it is. Do that. That's all you have to do. One day's work. That's all you have to do if you're skint. Get your change jar, empty it, list it on eBay. Within a week of that, you will be taking money, like I was. Pardon me, I was taking money within 24 hours. You will take money. So you cannot then say, oh, I'm too skint. Another thing is, every single person out there, and I mean every single one of you that have watched me and watched me again and again and again and again, you know I will do my best to help you. I have helped you with advice, and I will help you with odd bits and pieces. I started with one single penny. Now some of you have won a silver proof off me. Immediately, you've got more help than I had. The moment you receive that silver proof through the post, if you are skint and you've won one, no matter what you sell it for, you've got more help and more money and more of a start-up than what I had. I had one single penny. That's what I started with. I send you stuff, you sell it, you make money. So, anyway, getting back to freeloaders. There is nothing wrong with freeloaders. I don't mind freeloaders. I don't mind people not spending much money. To spend absolutely nothing, well, you have to decide. You have to decide, you know, those people that absolutely refuse to spend a single penny, well, then you have to decide what you get out of it. And if you don't think that what you get out of me is worth £2 a month, well, that's fine. That's you that's decided that, that's fine. But I, Ian, have no problem with freeloaders. Why? Quite simply because in order to make what I'm doing work, we need three types of people. We need freeloaders. I need freeloaders to make this work. Those of you that absolutely refuse to spend a single penny, I play to you. I do this on purpose. I want you to be a part of it. Excuse me. Those people that can't afford any money, I certainly want you to be a part of it, because I want to help the people that have got no money. And if you've got no money whatsoever, and I've given you a free entry in every single raffle, then chances are at some point you're going to win something. And when you win one single solitary item, you have 100 or even 1,000 times more help than what I had. Imagine this. You get something off me for free, you sell that item for £20, that means you've had 2,000 times more help than what I had, because I had a penny and no one. When I say no one, I mean no one to help me. No one to give me pointers. No one to say, hold my hand. No one to say, you're better off selling this, you're better off selling that. You know? I had to find everything out myself, and I had to do it from one single penny. If any one of you gets an item off of me and you manage to sell any item or items for 20 quid or more, you've had 2,000 times more help than what I had. And if that is not enough, if that is not enough to put your hand in your pocket and pay 2 quid, I don't know what is. But still, you need people that pay nothing. You need people that pay something, and you need people that pay a lot. Now, if it was that easy to win every time, the people that have got the money to pay a lot would never pay a lot, because it'd be too easy to win. Excuse me. So now and again, somebody that is freeloading, somebody that just isn't paying any money, somebody that's only going for the freebies and the free voucher codes and the free this and the free that, they're going to win every now and again. And good luck to them is what I say. I really mean that. From here, from my heart, I mean that. To the point where I go, brilliant, well done, you are on your way. You've had a bit of help, you've had a little win, you've had a something, you've had more than I had. So now you've got a little boost. So I love it when people who have got no money win something. I like it. I don't sit here having the ump. I don't sit here chuntering to myself, that person ain't paid no money and they've won that. That is ridiculous. That would be a stupid way of thinking for what I'm doing. Because what I'm doing is set up for people to spend money. It's also set up for people that don't have a lot of money. So I'm playing to all markets and I'm playing to all peoples. So I want to just get this really, I want to get this firm in everybody's heads. And I don't see why the word freeloader has to be a dirty word. I don't see why what I'm doing now has to put off people that haven't got a lot of money. Those of you that haven't got a lot of money and you're looking at this going, oh, this is making me look bad. What Ian's doing is making me look bad. I'm getting upset and I'm getting all guilty. Well, sorry, that's not for me to carry. I'm making it possible for the people that either have no money or can't or won't or whatever. I'm making it possible for you to join in. That's what I'm doing. I'm making it possible for you to join in. And lately, it seems to be that I seem to be expected to carry some kind of a responsibility or a burden on my shoulders because somebody else hasn't got any money or doesn't spend any money. No, I'm not carrying that. Not one little bit am I carrying that, because I'm making it easy for everybody to join in, whether you've got money, whether you haven't, whether you're a freeloader, whether you ain't. I'm making it possible for you to join in. I know what it's like to be a freeloader, and I know what it's like to feel that embarrassment, that bit of guilt and all the rest of it. I know what it's like to feel that because I've felt it many times myself when I've put my hand in and had something for nothing because of a need or whatever. I know what that feels like. And wouldn't it have been a blessed relief, an absolute blessed relief, if somebody had put a sign up and said, freeloaders, please help yourself. If somebody had done a video and said, look, I don't mind you coming in and freeloading. Please come in and freeload, I don't mind. And tell your mates you're freeloading. And I don't mind some of them, you know, they can come in and freeload. Because if a freeloader goes off and tells all their mates, not every single one of their mates is a freeloader. Some of their mates have got money. So even if you've got somebody that's doing freeloading, and I'm saying the word over and over and over again on purpose, because I don't want it to be a dirty word. It doesn't have to be a dirty word. I'm not making it a dirty word. Other people are making it a dirty word. I'm not making it a dirty word. I'm trying to make it a nice word, an acceptable word in our streams, in my business, because I want them. So when people come in and they're freeloading and they're getting things for nothing, and they go and tell their friends, some of their friends might come in and actually spend some money. So now that freeloader's done you a bit of good. You see, there's a thing about freeloading, right? And it's a mental thing about freeloading. You can choose to be a freeloader or not. And it has absolutely nothing to do with how much money you've got in your pocket. See, a person, I've got people, and as somebody I was talking to the other day, I was talking to a freeloader the other day who's got no money. And they say, look, you know, I'd love to help, I'd love to do that, but I've never got any money. And I said, you don't need money to help. Yeah. You don't need money to help. If you want to give a little bit of something back and you've got no money, or you don't want to spend any money, but you still feel like you want to give something back, yeah. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is say, Ian, chuck me a load of extra leaflets in and I will get off of my arse and I will go round the doors because I've got no money and I've got no job and therefore I've got nothing to do. So give me a load of leaflets and I don't mind putting them out for you. Well, suddenly you're not a freeloader, are you? You're doing something, you're giving a little bit of something back. Or sharing the streams, or sharing our posts. You know, they're ways in which people that don't pay any money, these are ways in which people can help for free. There are ways in which you can help for free that don't cost you a brass farthing. Now, if you have somebody that absolutely refuses point blank to pay any money and refuses point blank, no, I'm not going out putting out your leaflets. What do you think I am? Unpaid leaflet distributor? No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not sharing your posts on my Facebook. No, I'm not doing any of that. Well, if you don't pay a brass farthing and you refuse point blank to help in any way, shape or form, then as to the kind of freeloader you are, only you can answer that. Don't leave it to me. You know, it says more about you than it does me, because I'm the one on the other end of the screen going, but I'm still prepared to help you and I'm still prepared to let you join in. So 15 minutes of that and that's enough. Okay, so next thing, investments. So I just want to just get that cleared up and out of the way, right? Freeloaders are a good thing as far as I'm concerned. I want everybody in there having fun, joining in. Now, there is something I won't stand for. And that is what's happened recently, what with Warren and the thievery and Alistair Hughes and Bill Patterson and Change Range guys supporting it and all these people supporting it, right? All this illegality and everything else. Now I'm having conversations. I had a conversation with somebody the other day and I told them in no uncertain terms, in words that I'm not going to actually say now, but I told them to go forth and multiply and I told them to take their money, their wallet and their membership with them. I don't even want to know you. I don't even want to talk to you. Because they thought it was all right to go on Warren's stream and go in for his giveaways. That's what they thought. And I said, okay, let's look at this another way. Let's look at this another way. And then you might understand how I feel, right? I'm going to pick a couple of people at random. Let's pick on RJ Coins at random, and let's pick on Chris Dyer at random, right? So there we are. I'm friends with both of them. Chris Dyer over there, RJ over there. I'm friends with both of them. So I go round RJ's house and I nick 20 quid off him. I steal a £20 note off RJ. And under whatever deal, a giveaway or a loan or whatever it is, but that money ends up in Chris Dyer's pocket. And Chris Dyer and RJ, let's say they talk as well. So I'm friends with them, they're friends with each other. And they're sitting there at the table talking. And Chris Dyer says, yeah, I got this 20 quid from Ian. And RJ says, but he stole that off me. Not my problem. Chris might say, I didn't steal it off you. Ian stole it off you. Nothing to do with me. But RJ might be going, yeah, but hang on a minute, Mr. Chris. You're spending it. You're spending the money that was stolen from me. And you want to sit there and call yourself my mate? How does that work? And in that situation, you've got Chris going, yeah, sorry, I don't understand. Why are you upset? And you might have RJ banging his fists on a table going, why am I upset? Why am I upset? Because that knob came round my house and he stole £20 and that £20 note has ended up in your pocket. So somehow or other, but that money's come from me. Thump, thump, thump on the table, might RJ say. Do you understand? Items were stolen from me, I said to this person the other day. Those items were stolen from me, and you are going on his stream trying to win the items that he's giving away or buy them cheap that he stole from me. Not just me saying it, but the video is there to prove it. And it's on my channel because, as I told him, it would be he would take it down because it would be too embarrassing for him. But I've got it, the proof of what he did. And there are people still going over to his channel to try and win or buy the items that he stole from me. See, now in the little story I gave you, that little scenario between me and RJ and Chris, for example, if that scenario happened, we would all agree. RJ would quite rightly have the right to say to Mr. Chris, you're no friend of mine. Go away from me and don't ever set foot in my space again. You're no friend of mine. That's my 20 quid. Give it back. And Chris goes, no, I'm not giving it back because Ian gave it to me. And on that conversation goes, but Ian stole it from me. And it goes round and round and round and round. And the only reason it goes round and round and round and round and round is because you have the person there who's got it going, yeah, but I don't want to lose it now. I've got it. So I'm going to make every excuse under the book why I should keep it. So if you think it's okay to go over to somebody else's stream, like Warren, to win or buy items that you know, not me telling you, you know, he stole from me because he admitted it on video. You know that. You're going over there, you're trying to win items that he stole from me, and you think that's okay? Yeah, go forth and multiply, thanks, Tar. Don't let the door bang your ass on the way out. Go away from me. Go away from me. Don't come in my stream. Don't come anywhere near my stream, and if you're paying me any money, stop it immediately. Because I see you go over there and win something like that he's stolen from me. You're blocked. You're gone. I don't want anything ever to do with you. I will call you the same thief as what I call him. Because in that situation, RJ would have the right to call Chris a thief, wouldn't he? But you're as bad a thief as what he is. It's wrong. And those people that are doing that, go over there. Go over there and get your giveaways. I don't want anything to do with it. You know, they say about, we've talked about this choice and, you know, it's not for me to dictate and one thing and another. But when somebody steals from me and then people that are pretending to be my friend go over there and want to get their goods that have been stolen from me, then I think they're as big a scumbag as what he is. That's it. Right, that's that said. Now, over to the investments. So the investments, I'm still saying next year. I'm still saying probably after Christmas. And I think the best thing that anybody can do, if you will stand on me, if you will trust me, and you've trusted me this long, so trusting me that I'm putting you right, whatever I owe, stick it in the memberships and the shares. Pardon me. No matter how big, how small, put it in there, tie it up in there, pardon me, because after Christmas, I'll be able to start buying them back from the people that want to sell it. Something tells me that an awful lot of people may not want to sell them. And there will be some kind of trade-off going on their own on those memberships because people are going to want to have a bit of everything. We now have a super wheel that is running. We've had the first go on that as well, and the wheels are just going to get better and better and better, you know. I mean, they're not as good as I'd like them to be right now, but they will get better and better and better as time goes on. It's the one area that I can't be interfered with. Private memberships. That means a lot. They can't interfere with this. They've interfered with everything they can interfere with. They have cost me the idea for the camper van. They've cost me that. They've cost me the eBay account. And that was another thing. People going into one stream crowing about the fact that they cost us all this aggravation, time and money. And some of you are going in there and still enjoying his stream. It's like, really? If you're going to be happy at the fact of the damage that they're doing us, bye. See ya on your bike. And know this, every single person that has so much as one single share or membership or investment or pounds worth of debt with me, anything, that camp stopped me and you being able to settle and work it all off the way that I'd set up. And the more damage they do, the more it physically, it costs you. It costs you money. They are damaging you, not as much as they're damaging me, but they are damaging you and laughing about it. And some of you are even joining in with that rhetoric. And you know, not interested, don't want you anywhere near me if it's going to be that way. So from an investment point of view, I think anything that's outstanding, put it in that. But you need to text me or something to tell me to put it in that. But put it in that. It doesn't matter what's gone on before. It's immaterial what's gone on before. What we have now is a solid cast iron way of being able to put all of this into the pockets where it needs to be put so that I can then work on it. And meanwhile, instead of getting nothing, you get something. There's already been some investors turned it all into that straight away, silver proofs, they're winning, whatever, it's working. Right, because I have a shed load of goods, got to get rid of them, got to get money in, and this is how I'm doing it. I'm selling the memberships and selling the spins on the wheel and selling the raffles, and I have the various incomes that I've now set up so that they can't all be interfered with. Because for them, for that camp to be able to interfere with all of the income streams that I set up is going to be virtually impossible. That's why I've set up so many different types of income streams. Lastly, about the different camps, right? If you've got two camps that are, I mean, years ago in Weymouth, got a little harbour in Weymouth, and years ago they used to fight each other. People on that side used to fight people on this side. There's still a cannonball sticking out the wall in town out of a building, half in, half out the wall. It's been there for 200 years. Where it was fired from across the harbour over to the people this side. There's always been camps, always been two camps. Now, if you have somebody running between the camps, 1 minute they're in one camp, next minute they're in another camp, and then suddenly a brick comes over and hits them on the head, and they're going, oh, you hurt me, and I'm just, it's no surprise. You're probably in the wrong place at the wrong time. Stop running between camps. Make your choice, stick to it. But if you run between the camps, someone's going to metaphorically get a brick on the head. It's going to happen. Can't not happen. Because I don't care about him, and he only cares enough about me to do me enough damage. And he certainly doesn't care about you. Not the way I care about the members and people. What he's doing is all about doing damage. I just want to get on with my business. That's all I want to do. I just want to get on with my business and trade my way out of the trouble that I'm in. That is all I want to do. I do not want to spend my life causing somebody else trouble and stealing from them. That is all he wants to do. So if you run between the camps and you end up getting a wallop, don't stand there and go, why did that happen? It happened because you're running between the camps. That's why it happened. Don't do it. Pick a side. You prefer Warren? That's all right. You stick with Warren. I don't mind. There's plenty more people out there for me. You go and stick with Warren. I know what there isn't, and this is a little bit big-headed of me. There ain't lots of people out there like me. That's what there ain't. There's lots of customers out there. There's lots of people like you out there. But there ain't that many of me. So if you think you're better off with Warren, off over there and stay there. It's far as I'm concerned. So I think, bung everything in there, text me, and then we start working on the people that want to get cash them in, we'll cash them in next year. But in the meantime, for 6 months, you will start getting parcels through the door. That's got to be better. It's like an extra bit of interest. Now, I had somebody contact me the other day and they said, well, I've got £2,500 invested, but I've got to wait a couple of months. No, you haven't. You haven't got to wait at all. I will give you full whack on it. So that £2,500 that person was talking about becomes 3,750, 50% over 2 years, remember? And I cash it in early, so it doesn't matter. I pay you full whack on it, and then put the 3,750 into that. And then after Christmas, start cashing them in if you want to. But you might decide you don't want to. You know, that we'll have to wait and see. But that really is my advice, because you will be so much better off. There ain't that many investors left now, and there's a few, but there's not that many, because I did clear a lot, remember? I cleared 60, I've probably done another 10, I've probably cleared about 70. So £70,000 worth. So that, for the people that are left, that is what I suggest you do with it. And if you're in any doubt whatsoever, give me a phone call and we'll have a chat about it. But I really think that is your best move. Contact me, tell me to put it. I'll give you a spread of the ones that are available, and then you'll get on the wheels, and probably within a couple of weeks you'll pick up a prize or two. So, because some of you have got a fair bit, and that'll put your name on the wheels a lot of times. All right, so that's a complete update for me. Back at 3 o'clock today, and we're here from, I think it's 3 till 5. We've got an hour of membership spinning and raffle spinning and so on. That would take about an hour probably, and then we've got maybe an hour for paid spins. So if you get the purchases in early, we can do you some spins. Outside of that, that'll be it. All right then, thanks a lot. I hope I've made my position clear. I hope I've made myself nice and firm and clear, and I've covered all the bits that need covering, and you know, I've not upset or offended anybody that shouldn't be upset or offended. Because there are 1 or 2 people that should be upset and offended, and good riddance. But on the most part, you shouldn't be upset and offended. Even those people should be upset and offended at what I'm saying, because what I'm doing is I'm just speaking plain and honest. You know, make your choice, one or the other. And stay there. Meanwhile, I shall just get on and just keep giving away and giving away and giving away. And to be perfectly honest, I don't care who I give it to. I have no preferences. There is not one single customer over another that I would prefer to give the stuff to. I'm just sending it out, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coins a week. More than I could ever sell if I was selling it. It's like wholesaling. We've turned into a wholesaler is what we've turned into. But you just don't know what you're going to get until the wheel spin stops. I like it. Okay, thanks very much. Bye for now.